Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Brutal Legend on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode, we'll be finishing up our first recruitment mission to get the Ironheade Headbangers.
Yes, we must recruit the rest of our headbanging friends. Join with us, my nodding fellows.
Yay! Behold, some unit-to-unit combat, despite the fact that Eddie can, effectively solo all these guys.
This is beginning to look less like Pikmin and more like StarCraft.
Well, it will look more and more like StarCraft once we get more of the RTS elements fleshed out.
More like free camera Diablo 2.
Nah, mostly because Diablo 2 actually has a really well fleshed out RPG elements, whereas this does not.
Plant it for a sec.
What the hell? What is that meter in the bottom right there?
What meter?
The one that's like, now it's down, it's up, it's way up, now it's down again.
No, that's not a meter, that's an arrow.
Well, what is it pointing at?
It is pointing at objectives. Specifically, we are supposed to be attempting to defend the gyre from Mittens up there, as Eddie decided to name him, from falling apart.
Mittens.
How are they doing that? You guys defend
Muffin.
the support, I'll go defend the other.
On the subject of 80s type lore, I actually saw, what was it, the end of Friday the 13th Part 2, where Muffin the dog made an appearance for like the second or third time in the movie. Only this time, the timing was not quite as fluffy.
The only not fluffy puppy that I recall was there was this psychological horror movie about this kid character attempting to manipulate his neighborhood into getting whatever the fuck he wanted, and he ended up abusing an old lady's dog. Well, no, he ended up pretending to abuse an old lady's dog to the point where she had a heart attack.
Yeah, people don't. That is one function of the animal abuse trope I've seen in movies. Like Fatal Attraction is a great example. It's not the animals themselves; it's the humans who react to what happens to the animals that they're after. Quite gruesome, yes. I don't exactly care for the animal abuse trope, to be honest, but it is definitely a thing. It is definitely historically established.
What do you want?
Oh yeah, Fatal Attraction also is an 80s movie. This guy looks like Buzz Lightyear after he put on a few pounds.
You think you killed them all, don't you? Well, you forgot my favorites. My managers. The ones who keep all the other workers in line. The only two I know I can always count on. Fear and pain.
My hands.
So welcome to our next gimmicky boss fight. What you're supposed to do is actually use Earthshaker in order to drop the loads of debris on top of him. It takes me a while to remember this.
So in the meanwhile, we are just going to be tripping up over our inability to deal damage.
Yep.
Sweet.
Call that a hit, sleazebag?
Call that a hit. Where's our health bar?
We don't have a health bar.
Oh.
And that's not because we don't have limited health. Oh no, we definitely have limited
Rocket
health, but it's
sauce.
just but it's not actually shown to us through a health bar. It's hidden from us at the moment, actually. But
Is it Call of Duty screen reddening?
it is Call of Duty screen reckoning, and I fucking hate it because it means that I always end up having to be much more gambly with my positioning than I would like to be.
Oh, see. Yeah, funny. We've actually gone. We're like 45 minutes into the game, and we haven't even. I don't even think we've even talked about the health bar system. Because yeah, it could be either. Oh, he's dead.
It hasn't been relevant, and it stays irrelevant for a little bit.
Guards. Code red. Repeat.
Well, he can't say, it said he died.
Exactly.
Dead people don't go, because they're alive for a second and then they die.
No way, there's too many. What are we gonna do? We're gonna need another army.
Yeah, where's the rest of you?
We need help. We need like 1 million more guys.
Million more guys coming up.
Number 5 million more guys. Oh crap.
Did somebody say metal?
So we get to abuse Lion White speaker system in order to finish recruiting the rest of the Ironhead headbangers.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
I'm down for a spicy Swedish meatball.
Hey, what took you guys so long?
This is awesome. We should have done this years ago. Whoa, Charlie.
All right, now you'll notice that one of the things that I'm doing a lot is I'm actually splashing in shocker on enemies because although it doesn't do all that much damage, it usually inflicts a really lengthy stun.
Whoa.
In honor of
Alright,
you
my
guys,
eyes were just in
we
subtitle
call this
hell for a
army
second.
Ironheade. With an E on the end, so people know we're not messing around.
Ironhead. I like it.
Right on.
Metalhead.
So let's get back to Blade Hands and get this army started.
Yay!
Ironhead.
Brutal All right, so this is technically the first real part of the game where we've actually got unlimited access to the open world. We're not really going to do all that much with it because for a majority of the game, I just want to run. I just want to run through the story because I actually feel like running through the story is just significantly better than going around and attempting to collect everything.
Okay, this actually is pretty kick-ass. I was not about to say that Judas Priest doesn't rock. It's just that some of their songs rock harder than other Judas Priest songs.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I feel like the longer I watch this game, I mean, I love the motif, but I'm beginning to scrunch my eyebrows at some of the not-so-great things I'm seeing on this game.
Ophelia? Where's Olofs anyway? Uh-oh.
We came in from that way, Ophelia.
I mean, just to finish my thought, it seems like the game does not seem to know what is the correct amount of activity to have on the screen at any one time. Sometimes it's too much, sometimes it's too little.
Oh no. You didn't try to free the girls too, did you?
No, they're already free.
We have to take her to the Killmaster.
Lars, no. Lion White knows
The
about
Killmaster will kill her.
Out of my way.
You have to stop him. Please.
Stop him? I'm gonna give him a lift.
Except Lars is really, really fast.
Well, you know, sometimes you just have to take the babes over to the places at the correct speeds.
But we have a vehicle.
Druid plow. Yeah, we got wheels. Girls, girls, girls.
Lots of different types of fauna around. We won't actually be doing the fauna quests on screen. There are a couple of side quests in the game that you should consider doing specifically because you get fire tributes for them. But the one big one is the hunting of the fauna and or culling of the herd, I think it's technically called. And it's definitely a quest line that you want to go all the way through. I will show the reward for going all the way through it, but it's not one that I actually want to show on screen because you end up having to go through a lot of trying to find a couple of specific mobs throughout the overworld.
You see?
And it can be a bit of an issue.
The overworld, yes. We are back to overworld mishaps. Like having...
Well, no, we're traveling in the overworld right now. We're not doing mishap stuff. We're trying to do main quest stuff.
Reminiscent of Donkey Kong
Behold
64.
the tree of feeding.
The tree of feeding. Well, it's got a shitload of roots. The thunder in the distance suggests precipitation of raining blood!
I don't think that Slayer's Raining Blood is actually in this game. It might be. I don't remember.
Craving destruction, now I shall rain in blood!
Yeah, the lack of fast travel is definitely a thing that I'm not a fan of, but the game doesn't really need it.
Yeah, fast...
And here I'm trying to actually get the interaction thing to spawn in for us, but
How is she?
Fading.
It's fading.
need
I
to
need to
take
take
her to
her
the Killmaster.
ass to the Killmaster.
Do not fear him. He chooses that name to scare off intruders
Oh.
and protect his flock of giant spiders. He is a
I
powerful
don't
healer.
like spiders.
All right, let's take Ophelia to him now.
I tried. Ambushed on the path. Lion White loyalists.
I can handle those guys. Just follow me.
We must hurry.
You carry the babe. I'm gonna save the day.
yep.
If I can't stop you, I can at least stop you from getting killed.
Hey, Lita.
Ophelia was in trouble.
They've been practicing.
Oh god, subtitles. You see, when you got more than one person talking at the same time, like, the game does not know who the hell is talking.
Yeah. Behold our unique attack with the Ironheade Headbangers, the Mosh Pit. The Mosh Pit does a shit ton of area of effect damage, specifically against infantry units.
Yes.
However, it doesn't actually allow us to do like anything else. It does a lot of physical damage and a lot of knockback on infantry, but we can't actually perform anything else whilst we're doing it. So it's very ineffective against this particular group of enemies here.
Hey, leave that guy alone.
Stop it. He's had enough.
What's it like? Demon, I will mess you up if you do that again.
We're never leaving you.
Man, I think they switched to a boss theme because they were definitely playing Paul Gilbert, lead guitarist of Racer X, playing technical difficulties. Like, fuck yeah.
Hello.
You are not to run when I am punished.
So what I think is what you're supposed to do is actually use there's an upgraded guitar skill that you can get from the Motor Forge either right now or shortly before we do this mission that allows you to pull enemies from a distance towards Eddie, and I think you're supposed to use that here, but we don't have it, so.
Over my dead body.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take.
Unfortunately,
sorry.
Lars got killed by the Stampede.
Oh. Brutal defeat.
That is what happens when you don't actually when you're not actually paying attention to where Lars and Ophelia are.
The game is literally telling you, stand back. You have to stand back for this encounter because you have to attack them from a distance because the Stampede is gonna run your guys over.
Except they actually want you to use the Mosh Pit in order to directly fight the Stampede.
This is ridiculous.
Rocket song. What a stirring melody.
Here are these persons again.
Rocket sauce!
Servants of the demon. That could be you instead.
Like a shot hit by his head over my dead body. Oh wow! Oh my face! What a strong melody! Rocket sauce!
Too much metal.
Alright, and this should be the final Stampede segment up here.
Stampede! No!
Evil Raptor Elks.
Man,
There we go.
This is getting like Highway to Hell level of quiet at times.
Yeah, I think I may have turned the music down a little bit too much, but I needed to do it in order to actually be able to listen to the dialogue.
Oh, that's not your fault. I think that's the game's fault for just not populating the soundscape with anything other than just dialogue and music.
All right, there we go.
You guys are really sweet.
Ambush!
Dude, take this serious.
Demons have tortured us enough.
We must pull off a sweet solo with our 4-string guitar.
That is our battle cry.
You are making some...
We are almost there. Onward and upward.
Alright, and in the next episode, we'll start on the next major quest with the Killmaster.
Rocket sauce!